Building Processes within the K2 Web Designer, Part 1. In this demonstration, you will learn how to build a document approval process directly in SharePoint and requiring no code. In this demonstration, we'll log in as Jeff, a member of the Human Resources Department. Jeff has created an HR Policies document library on the Human Resources website and would like to create a process to route all documents to the appropriate approvers. In the Settings menu on the library, Jeff can access the K2 Web Designer to create the process. Let's click on New Process to open the design canvas. We'll name the process HR Policies Approval, and we'll select how we would like the process to start: manually, automatically when an item is created, automatically when an item changes, or a combination of the options. In this scenario, we'll select automatically when an item is created. The toolbar to the left of the design canvas includes both outcome templates as well as event wizards that can be used to build the process. In this scenario, we will start with the Approve, Decline, Rework template. The first activity in the process will be the editor review step. The outcome template is configured automatically with the actions available for this step. Actions are the options that the user has to select from when completing the task. In this case, we have Approved, Declined, and Rework. For each action, there is an associated outcome where business rules can be configured to affect the logic of the process. In this scenario, we'll just use the defaults. Next, we'll configure each of the outcome paths. First, we'll configure the rework path to return to the originator for additional work on the document. The only action required for this step is to return to the editor review step once the rework is completed, so we'll accept the defaults here. Align is automatically configured to return back to the editor review step. Next, we'll configure the decline step. In this scenario, we will just delete the document from the library if it is declined by the editor. Finally, we'll configure the approved step. In this scenario, after the editor approves the document, we want to send the document to the HR manager for final approval. We'll select the Approved Decline outcome template for this step, keeping the defaults for the actions and outcomes. On the Manager Approve step, we'll send the document to a records management site so we have an official version of the policy stored within SharePoint. In the Manager Decline task, we'll again use the Delete Document wizard. At this point, all the steps in the process have been configured, but we still need to define the destination users for the client events. Clicking on the people icon on the event will open the Destination User wizard. There are several options for defining destination users. We can search for a particular user, send to the originator, or even define users at runtime. In this scenario, we will search for a user. Typing the name Jeff and hitting Find will return all results of Jeff found in the SharePoint environment. For the Manager Approval step, we'll configure the destination user to be Michelle, the HR manager, again by searching in the SharePoint environment. And finally, for the rework step, we'll assign the task to the process originator. Once all the destination users have been set and there are no additional tasks to configure, we are ready to deploy straight from the design canvas. Clicking on the Deploy button will open the Deploy wizard, which will deploy the process to the K2 server. At this point, the process has been deployed to the document library and is now ready to use. In Part 2 of Building Processes in the K2 Web Designer, we'll explore the end user experience.